over to Ben Ezra.
What a feed to Anthony, gets it to go.
At the free throw line, splat. Oh!
Hello and welcome into the Maxter Athletic Center for the Tier 2 Championship between Fuchs, Mizrachi, and DRS. This is the NTSY Summer Pregame Show. I'm Charlie Bentheim, joined by the Avies, Avi Proctor and Sabag. Now, Avies, what is your take on this game? It's the championship.
Okay, so before I get to take on this game, I gotta say it's been a pleasure being here at Sarachek and watching you and everybody here for the past 4 days. After watching both of these teams, to be honest, I'm a little bit more impressed with Fuchs. I know Moshe Miller, my brother-in-law, and all the DRS guys probably hate me right now, but they have a lot of grit, and also what I'm most impressed with is that even though they're from Cleveland, they have an out-of-town fan base. And for some reason, out-of-town fans always tend to show out, and all the DRS guys that are watching this right now are not here. Rightfully so, because they're in school. But I do think, and this is called a hot take, but I think Fuchs is going to win by 2 due to the fact that a Fry and Blau, I think, will show out. I'm making a prediction they'll throw down a dunk during this game.
Wow.
And also their fan base, too, is really going to help them. Before I give it to Avi Sabag, I just want to give a quick shout-out to NCSY Jump Shot. When you're watching this game, either in the beginning or the end, stay tuned for the Jump Shot commercial. We're an amazing 5-week program in Eretz Yisrael for anybody that likes basketball. Now it's your turn.
Hey everybody, what's going on? It's Avi, and I've called a couple of these Tier 2 championship games, and let me tell you, people talk about the Tier 1, but some really good things have happened in Tier 2 championship. I think I called one of your games back in 2018. 2018-2019, really duked it out. I think it was TABC versus Berman that year. That was a good one. That was a good one. But guys, listen, the out-of-town, in-town fight that goes on every single year, who's better? I mean, listen, we got a DRS powerhouse over here. I know we have a lot going on with our out-of-town followers who think, Eulah's in the not Eulah, sorry, Valley's in the championship, and the out-of-town community's ahead up. But I think DRS is going to pull this one out. And I'll tip my hand, but I think SAR's got a good job, good chance also.
There we go.
I'm excited for it, guys. Hit up Jump Shot, hit up NTSY Summer, and I'm excited to see you in about an hour and a half.
Thank you, Avies. All right, coming up next, we got the Tier 2 Championship. Don't want to miss it. Don't go anywhere.
At Jump Shot, we believe that basketball is not an individual or isolated event that happens in your life only on the court. With that in mind, we created a program giving kids the skills to get better at basketball while also tapping into the hidden potential of how you can get better at the very game of life itself.
We're taking basketball and we're supplementing it with a heavy load of Torah learning, chesed opportunities, and a focus on personal growth.
When you get home from the summer, you will be a better basketball player. You got to be willing to give us your all, but not for us. You got to be willing to give it to yourself. See you next summer on Jump Shot.
Hello and welcome back into the Maxton Athletic Center. The starting lineups are sponsored by the Yeshiva University Office of Admissions. As you start your college journey, make sure you visit us online to check out all the great events and opportunities we have for YU students. We're going to start with the number 14 seeded Fuchs Mizrachi Mayhem, number 7 Eitan Joel, number 24 Ariel Sharvit, number 11 Ephraim Blau, number 8 Stephen Brennis, and number 30 Nate Jacobs. And for DRS, they come in as the number 9 seed, Aiden Buchbinder, number 13, number 5 Alex Millstone, number 25 Stephen Olshan, number 32 Ari Safra, and number 31 Isaac Solomon. And we are underway in the Tier 2 championship game. It's Joel. DRS in a 2-3 to start the game. And Brennis will slow it down. Sharvit, he's got all 3 of those.
Yep, Sharvit 5 for 5 from beyond the arc yesterday. We know he's dangerous from out there. And DRS normally sits back in that 2-3 zone. A lot easier to defend the perimeter when they have a lot of length. Not as much length as they're used to this year. So Sharvit will continue to punish them if they leave him open from behind the arc.
No good on the 3, and Sharvit grabs the rebound. So Sharvit hitting the early 3 and collecting the early rebound for the Mayhem. The Tier 2 championship game, some people view it as a consolation. These teams are good basketball teams, high quality players, and it's going to be an intense one today. Both teams really want this. As Blau gets on the board after a nice feed from Joel.
And exquisite patience shown on the first 2 possessions by Fuchs Mizrachi, working the ball around, not settling, and getting the number 1 scorer, an open layup, up 5-0 start.
Of course, Ephraim Blau, last game, had a fast break dunk. I believe the only dunk of this tournament thus far. So he is a high flyer, star talent for this Fuchs Mizrachi team, someone to keep an eye out on for the duration of this game. He's got it now. Extra pass, that's Brannis. 8-0 Fuchs. So the Cleveland kids coming out the gate hot.
Indeed they have, Charlie. And you could bet they definitely read the scouting report. Seem very prepared to face this 2-3 defense, have shown no problems at all to start.
Olshin rises, can't get the jumper to go. That's Jacobs with the rebound, and he'll dribble it up. Jacobs, that's deep. Oh, wow. Timeout, DRS, Fuchs Mizrachi. Scorching hot to open up this one. NTSY Summer is the premier summer trip provider for Jewish teens across the world with over 20 plus programs spanning the US, Israel, and Europe. NTSY Summer can find something for you. Visit summer.ntsy.org to learn more. Asher, what's DRS going to have to do to stymie this Fuchs attack?
Yeah, it may come down to switching out of that 2-3 zone. Just can't leave any of these Fuchs Mizrachi shooters open for a second outside the arc. I've already struck 3 from deep. So we'll see if DRS continues to stick to that 2-3. And we know that's normally the defense they come out with every single year. Stick to their standard 2-3 principles, so we'll see if they can close out on shooters.
Up and down called on Buchbinder. Nope, it's going to be called the jump ball, so it'll stay with DRS. DRS struggling to get anything going offensively. Olshin rises and puts it down. DRS is on the board and now will press. Jacobs, Sharvit. Oh, beautiful pass inside. And Blau's going to finish that up. Great passing by Mizrachi. Joel got involved, Bennis got involved, and it ends in a 2 by the star Blau.
And they've come in here extremely well prepared. Unfazed by that press out of the timeout by DRS. A 2-2-1 full court press as Safra unable to connect on that 3 ball from the top of the key. But Fuchs has come out firing.
That's going to be a foul called. 2 shots coming for Nate Jacobs. Did a nice job to get inside.
And we know this Fuchs team could be very streaky, able to get hot extremely quickly. They went on an insane 21-2 run in the 3rd quarter of yesterday's game against TABC.
Blau grabs the rebound. Both free throws were missed. Second chance, Blau, hop step, uses his left.
And a beautiful hop step right there from Blau. He's their number 1 scorer. Going to be tough to defend him throughout this game.
Olshin. Safford tries a deep triple. Too short. Brennis skies for the board. So many different ways that this Fuchs team could hurt you offensively.
Indeed, but I like their defense as well. Not allowing anything to get through the middle and almost daring these DRS perimeter players to shoot it. Hasn't been effective so far as Blau pulls down the offensive rebound for Fuchs.
2 straight possessions with an offensive board for Blau. They got those second chance points last possession. Let's see what they could do here. Sharvit finds himself open at the free throw line, no good. And that's Buchbinder skying for the board. Isaac Solomon, the star for this DRS team. Olshin, that's a 3. No good. So as you mentioned before, Asher, this Fuchs team daring DRS to shoot from outside, and thus far they just haven't been able to connect.
No, they haven't. Would love to see them attack the rim a little bit more, especially through Isaac Solomon, normally one of their top scorers. Hasn't taken any field goal attempts so far.
There we go, on cue. He can't get the 3 to go. Jacobs, no good. Solomon the other way for the Wildcats. Takes it right, strong, falling away. Rolls off the rim.
Yep, and although Solomon wasn't able to get that to go, I like the aggressiveness he just showed on that play. When the shots aren't falling outside, no better way to jumpstart your confidence than taking it to the rack and just seeing the ball go in the cup one time. Could shift all the momentum.
Another offensive board by Blau. Brennis on the miss, but he's got it back. Sharvit, Brennis, he's open. Count all 3 of those. He can't give that kid too many opportunities at it.
No, you can't. And 18-2. An excellent start for the Mayhem. Reminiscent of their incredible third quarter yesterday over TABC. So a great job coming out of the gate.
Olshin. Solomon absorbs the contact, throws it up. Layup doesn't go. Back comes Blau. Beautiful bounce pass inside. Joel was unable to corral that, and Safford the other way now for the Wildcats. Goes left and puts it up and in. To Blau. Oh, showtime! Oh, he slammed it down! Easily getting over the rim.
Looked like his entire face was over the rim. Could have given the rim a little kiss when he threw it down. And his second dunk of the tournament. Threw one down last year as well. And the Mayhem crowd is on their feet right now. A 20-4 lead. Great way to start the game for them.
That was electric. Solomon got it poked away from. He's got it back. Olshin, a deep triple. Back iron. Everything going right for Fuchs. 40 seconds left in this first quarter. 10-second differential between shot and game clock.
Yeah, and immediately on the catch from Blau, that last possession, the entire arena was holding their breath. They knew what was sure to come. As it seems the Mayhem will try and hold. And the foul right there from the Wildcats, probably not the wisest foul, as the shot clock will reset, giving the Mayhem a chance to hold for one. As Sharvit will check out of the game.
Eitan Gekovic checking in for him. He's number 10. Gets a lot of minutes off the bench as Eitan Gekovic. A very solid player for this Fuchs Mizrachi team. 15 seconds left in the first quarter. It's been all Fuchs thus far. Looking to add on to their already big lead. That's a tough shot, but it goes for Nate Jacobs, and that'll do it for the first quarter. Wow, what a romping by Mizrachi in the first. We're going to go to a quick commercial break. Second quarter action coming up next. Welcome back into the Maxton Athletic Center. The Mayhem are up on the Wildcats by a score of 22-4 after the first quarter. Follow your path at YU. Learn how you can jumpstart your graduate education with a Pathways dual degree or early assurance program. Join us at our March info sessions taking place on campus or on Zoom. For the full schedule, please visit yu.edu/pathways/info-sessions. That's yu.edu/pathways/info-sessions. Start planning for your future today. So Asher, that first quarter was all Fuchs. What did you see?
Yeah, DRS continuing to stick to this rigid 2-3 zone. A lot easier when you have length. Going back all the way to their 2016 Sarachek championship team with Gabe Leifer, Judah Levine, a lot of long defenders who are able to get their hands into passing lanes. This team, not as long as they've been in prior years. So Fuchs has been able to get whatever they've wanted, swinging the ball around the perimeter, getting it to the high post as a three goes right there from Olshin.
It's also interesting to note that they're playing that 2-3, but Blau's been coming up with offensive rebounds. You're supposed to be winning that rebound battle down low with three guys down there.
Yeah, it's a little bit counterintuitive, but anytime you get into a zone, it can cause a little bit of confusion on the defensive glass. Leaves you vulnerable because since you're not guarding a specific man, it can sometimes be tough to figure out who exactly you're supposed to be boxing out. And right on cue, another offensive rebound from Fuchs and an and one.
Yeah, that's Eitan Gekovic. He came off the bench at the end of the first quarter, making his presence known early on in the second.
And as I was saying, on that shot right there, you could see a little bit of confusion under the hoop, not knowing who each one of those down low defenders should be boxing out. And a good offensive rebound and putback right there.
Free throw was no good. Olshin, who had the three on the last possession for DRS. Triple, that actually hit the stanchion. Nothing called. It definitely altered the shot. Blau on the other, taking it down the other way, got the ball poked away from him. It's interesting. There have been a few times this tournament where the referees haven't really noticed that the ball has hit that white stanchion, that, I guess, pole coming down from the ceiling.
Yeah, maybe not used to this arena, to this environment.
As right there, jump ball. Alex Millstone was the one who tied up, and it'll be DRS ball. Olshin. Safra hops inside, kick out. That three's no good. Olshin grabs the offensive board, puts it up and in. So Stephen Olshin, he's got 7 of the DRS 9, having himself a nice game.
Yeah, good aggressiveness by Olshin. Salman and Safra have been pretty quiet this game, so definitely going to need other guys to step up. But more importantly, they're going to need some stops on the defensive end and more defensive rebounds.
It's Nate Jacobs now, off to Joel. Rennis with 4 on the shot clock. Jacobs gonna have to put up a deep 3. Short, long rebound collected by himself. And he'll try another 3. This time it's good. So Nate Jacobs making it happen, doing it all by himself. First shot no good, grabs his own board, puts it up, and back in. 27-9 in favor of Fuchs. Number 1, Aaron Tubayan checked into the game for DRS, as that shot was no good, and back comes Blau. Rennis. Pass a little bit behind Gekovic, and back comes Millstone. DRS will slow it down. Stephen Olshin wide open in the corner. Safra just couldn't get the ball to him. What's DRS going to have to do to try to come back?
Yeah, they're getting somewhat open look. Safra starting 0 for 3 from behind the arc. One of their top scorers this season. Hopefully that doesn't affect his confidence at all. Look for him to continue to fire away and just hopefully be able to knock down some shots as this game progresses.
Oftentimes during the Tier 1 championship, DRS will bring their whole school as Olshin can't connect on a 3. This being the Tier 2 championship, Interesting how their fans aren't here. Maybe tough for these DRS Wildcat players to play without a huge fan base behind them.
Could be.
Blau works his way inside, throws it up and in with his left hand. So Ephraim Blau is as advertised. He's that good, already with a dunk on the game. He's been ripping up the offensive glass. Saffer loses it. It's Joel. Beautiful pass. Another beautiful pass, and Blau puts a ribbon on it. Fuchs in transition is something to behold.
Yeah, a great catch and pass right there from Jacobs, falling out of bounds, able to find the streaking Blau for the easy two. A 22-point lead right now for Fuchs. DRS has not been able to find anything in this game.
Olsen can't get the three to go. Three's still not falling for this DRS team, and it's getting pretty ugly. 31-9, 3:15 to go here in the second quarter. Blau dumps it off inside. Gekovic back out to Blau. Fake pass, three coming. Too strong. Saffer with the rebound. Saffer, a huge part of last year's team for DRS that lost in the championship of Tier 1 to Valley Toro, who play later today versus SAR. Trying to go back-to-back. So he can't connect on the three. Blau. Foul be called. He got it inside to Gekovic. Gekovic gets fouled. Only the third foul for DRS.
Yeah, surprisingly few fouls called in this one. We'll go to a timeout.
We're going to go to a quick commercial break and be back with the rest of the second quarter. Don't go anywhere. We would like to thank Dougies for being a proud Max Live sponsor for the best BBQ and grill in Teaneck. Make your way to Dougies. Go to DougiesBBQ.com to order. The link is in the description of this video. It's been all Fuchs all the time, and DRS really struggling to get it going from outside.
Yeah, Fuchs offensively has been able to get anything they've wanted, really stretching out this 2-3 zone of the Wildcats and towering them out as well. Crashing the offensive glass, getting the ball to their top scorer in Blau. But DRS offensively as well has not been able to hit anything from outside. Look for them to continue to shoot from out there. Hopefully they can knock some down.
As Jacobs takes it in and uses the glass. And it's just been easy thus far for Fuchs offensively.
Yeah, a lot of different ways they can hurt you, they've proven in this one. We keep mentioning Blau, their top scorer, but Jacobs already with a couple three balls, taking into the lane right there. Sharvit with 2 triples. So got to be difficult for the Wildcats to defend when there are so many different ways this Mayhem team can hurt you.
Simon Bitone and Eitan Kaplowitz into the game.
And I like the shot right there from Safra, able to get it to go. Hasn't been hitting it from the 3-point line. That's a good way to jump his confidence a little bit, cutting into the lane, knocking down the high post jumper.
Sharvit, too strong on the 3. So let's see if DRS stays with it. Trying to take the ball inside. Olshin, Euros, loses it. And back come the Mayhem. It's Blau. Joel rolls around the rim, no good. Blau back up and in.
And who other than Blau? He's been all over the offensive glass the entire way. 14 points for Blau. Many of those coming off of offensive rebounds. So we'll see if what the Wildcats can do to respond. or if they continue to stick to this 2-3 zone.
Solomon knocks down the mid-range jumper, and Blau's also been doing a nice job of dishing it, finding guys down low.
Indeed he has. But Solomon with that shot right there, I believe just his first 2 points of the game, just his first or second shot attempt, was one of the key players for them in last year's historic run for the Wildcats. So look for him to try and get involved a little bit more in this one.
As that's Jacobs fouled on the 3. He'll get 3 opportunities at the line. Jacobs already in double digits with 10 points. Looking to add to that. And you just got to wonder when DRS is going to decide to switch out of that 2-3 zone. Already have given up 36 points as the first free throw was good. See Ryan Terrell's in the building. Clock started. They're going to have to reset that. A couple people thought it was 2 shots. Instead it's 3. Jacobs goes 1 of 3 for the line. 1 second differential between shot and game clock. Safra pulls up from the mid-range and got it.
Yeah, been a good shot right there from Safra. Although there was only a 1 second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Probably could have held for 1. So now the Mayhem will have a chance to respond before the end of the first half.
Blau, now it's Joel. Jacobs. Hit the stanchion. Took a tough step back Jimmy right there to no avail.
And lucky for DRS had hit the stanchion. The whistle blew and it stopped the clock. Otherwise, the clock would have kept going.
Half court heave, no good. Halftime here in the Maximum Athletic Center. Sees Fuchs up by a score of 36-15. And now we're going to send it down to our sideline reporter, Barrett Kaplan, standing by with the coach of Fuchs.
Thank you so much, Charlie. Coach, pretty good game so far. You guys got a nice, comfortable lead. The offense has been rolling, and Blau got a dunk. How is this game feeling so far?
And they're finally playing like they normally play. Like, it took us a few games to get going, but this is how we usually play the game, and it's showing.
Wonderful. And what's it going to take to keep a steady lead to win the championship now?
Yeah, just go in the locker room 0-0, come out the same intensity we did the first quarter.
What will it mean if you guys win the championship? What will it mean to you, to the players?
Yeah, I think the school's never won Tier 2 championship before, so this will be pretty good for the school.
Okay, well, best of luck to you guys.
Yeah,
we'll see you guys in this other half. Back to you guys in the booth.
Thank you, Barry. Thank you, Coach. The second half, the halftime show is the Camp Step It Up halftime show, so you're going to want to stay tuned for that. We're going to go to a commercial break, and second half action coming up next.
I was in 9th grade, someone told me to give up on ball. He told me, basketball will only take you so far in life. You're not going to make it to the NBA, he said. What he was missing is that making it to the NBA isn't the only reason why we play. The game of basketball leaves you with so much more than just the game itself. The life lessons and friendships that are made while playing the game will outlive the game and can last a lifetime.
My story started with a letter in the mail. I took my first steps in New York and felt the energy all around me.
I connected with my Rebbe on the first day of Shir.
My story was learning that the mitochondria is more than just the powerhouse of the cell.
I made my painting from scratch, like really from scratch.
My roommates came here from 4 different countries. We lit one menorah together.
My story was practice every night.
Chavruta every night.
Subway rides, city lights.
In my story, my name was in the headlines.
The bylines. The University Museum.
My story was my internship at the Supreme Court.
Dancing with the Israeli flag in Times Square.
My story was participating in the only hackathon, not on Shabbat.
The Career Center found me my first job at a top business analytics firm.
My story was becoming best friends with my chavruta.
And holding that NCAA trophy.
My story started here.
My story is just beginning.
What does it mean to be yourself? It's being bold.
Oh my goodness!
It's having heart.
I know that I have a responsibility and a platform to shed light on the Jewish community as a whole.
This is the professional debut for Ryan Terrell. He's trying to be the first ever Orthodox Jew to play in the NBA.
But most of all, it's being proud and wearing it. Clipped helped Ryan's fans show their pride. Let us help you spread the pride at your school with your own hassle-free merch shop. Contact Clip today for your free consultation.
Never be afraid to be who you are.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back into the Maxton Athletic Center. This is the Step It Up Basketball Camp Halftime Show, and we've got big news. Camp Step It Up is back at Hobart College in Geneva, New York for summer of 2023. Camp will start on June 21st and end on August 2nd with 1 to 6 week options. We have an option for you. Hobart is located just 4.5 hours north of New York City, and busing will be offered to camp from New York City and Teaneck. Camp is open to all boys and girls grades 3 through 12. With 1 to 6 week options available. Gorgeous campus facilities include air-conditioned rooms, 6 indoor basketball courts, a weight room, a lakefront and a beachfront on and near campus, lounges, and much, much more. For more information, email office@campstepitup.com or visit timetostepitup.com or call 888-600-0908. That was all Fuchs that first half, Asher. DRS, I wonder what Coach Stein had to say to them in the locker room.
Yeah, curious to see whether they stick to this 2-3 zone. In the second half, Fuchs came out of the gate firing, showing no problem at all beating that zone. They've been able to work the ball around the perimeter very effectively. get the ball to their star player, Blau, at the high post pretty easily, and they've been knocking down shots the entire way. Also important to note, DRS has not done a good job on the defensive glass, so look for them to try and crash the glass a little bit more in this half. But on the offensive end, DRS just hasn't been able to get shots to go. They've been getting pretty open looks from beyond the arc. Just haven't been able to knock them in.
And no matter how poor they've been playing offensively, Fuchs right now on pace for 72 points, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah, one of the highest scoring first halves in this tournament for sure. As we see Safra for the Wildcats firing up some practice shots from behind the arc. We'll see if he can get going in this half. Might want to sub in Benji Rose off the bench for the DRS Wildcats. We know how dangerous he can be from behind the arc.
Of course, brother of two DRS legends, Ellie and Donnie Rose. Donnie Rose, of course, star of the basketball team. Ellie also a solid player. "16 minutes left in this Tier 2 championship game. Fuchs looking to close it out and win their first Tier 2 championship in school history. DRS looking to mount a wild comeback as right out of the gate, a nice trap set by the Wildcats, and that will force Fuchs to call a timeout. So aggressive defense out the gate for the Wildcats.
Yeah, I like the trap. Right out of the break right there, not allowing anything to come easy for Fuchs. And time is of the essence right now, not on the Wildcats' side. So going to have to force the issue a little bit. Down 21 points with 7:49 remaining in this third quarter. Definitely going to require some forced turnovers and maybe getting some points in transition. That'll be huge if they want to swing some momentum in this building.
Follow your path at YU. Learn how you can jumpstart your graduate education with a Pathways dual degree or early assurance program. Join us at our March info sessions taking place on campus or on Zoom. For the full schedule, please visit yu.edu/pathways/info-sessions. That's yu.edu/pathways/info-sessions. Start planning for your future today. It's Blau. Cross court to Brennis. He'll try a deep three. No good. Offensive board this time by Joel. Back out. Second chance opportunity for the Mayhem. Wide open three. No good. That was Jacobs.
Unfortunate for the Wildcats that they were able to get out of that possession without giving up a basket.
As Solomon one step inside the three-point line, leaves it short. We'll call it a pass. And Bookbinder finishes it up.
And DRS in an extended 1-3-1 trap defense, a 10-second violation. So as we said, going to require some forced turnovers. Right on cue is DRS right there. The deficit cut to 19, but they're going to have to score some points offensively.
Safford tries a three. No good. Rebound pulled down by Nate Jacobs. And now it's Blau. Blau obviously threw down the dunk, his second of the tournament earlier this game. Sharvit. That ball's poked away by Solomon. And here comes Olshan. Safra, inside out dribble. Beautiful pass down low to Bookbinder, and he's got 4 in the half.
And already 2 quick buckets for Bookbinder. But the defense has been night and day for DRS, disrupting some of the passing lanes to start this half, and another forced turnover.
As here comes Solomon. He got hit, no foul called, but the layup goes, and the lead now down to 15 for Fuchs.
Yeah, when we spoke to the coach of the Mayhem at halftime, Coach Katz.
Another turnover. So this 1-3-1 aggressive, I don't want to call it a press, but it's more meant to speed things up for Fuchs on offense, is working right now for the Wildcats.
Indeed, wouldn't call it a press. Almost baiting the Mayhem to try and cross the court on one side. trying to get them trapped in dead man's corner right when they cross. And they're a little bit scared, a little bit hesitant to cross half court, kind of swinging the ball around in the backcourt, and already 3 forced turnovers this half.
Full timeout called by Fuchs. Did you know that this past year, Asher, half of YU's roster actually attended Camp Step It Up? That doesn't mean last year they did. That means at one point they had been in Camp Step It Up, including Michael Natkin, Adi Markovic, Oren Batesh, Max Zackheim, and more.
Some good players. Some big names.
Bet you didn't know that, did you, though?
I didn't.
Well, now you do.
So only a 15-point lead for Fuchs.
And a DRS comeback would be pretty awesome for them. With 5:40 left in the third quarter, Fuchs in that first half looked like one of the best teams in this tournament.
Yeah, indeed they did. Striking it from deep time and time again. Haven't really been able to get anything going in the second half as DRS tries to cut this deficit even more.
Let's see if they like to push the ball a little more on transition as Solomon, a tough fadeaway jumper, goes.
And that's his shot right there. But DRS doing a great job of taking this game one possession at a time as they now switch into a real full court 2-2-1 press.
And the extra pass is beautiful and finished up by Blau. But a nice play by Jacobs getting him the ball down low.
Yep, Coach Stein of the Wildcats maybe trying to catch them off guard out of that timeout. Fuchs showed no problem beating that 2-2-1 press in the first half. Again, breaking it easily right there, getting them some momentum with their first bucket of the half.
Millstone too strong. And it's Blau. Look at him go. Saffer back. And Blau pulls it back out. Rennis and Jacobs have catch. Joel. Blau. Sharvit. Blau. So nicely done by the Mayhem. 2 shots coming for Blau.
Yeah, it looked a little bit more like themselves right there on that possession. What they've been able to show, what they've been able to do in the first half of this game. Working the ball around the perimeter, waiting for the cutting Blau to get open, getting to the line for 2, though he's not able to hit the first free throw.
Come to Como Pizza for some great pizza, pasta, salads, and even awesome breakfast options. We'll be streaming the games in-store, making it a great place to watch the games while you eat. 0 for 2, but another offensive rebound. This time it's Jacobs who can't get the fadeaway to fall. Grabs another offensive board. Wow, Jacobs with the heart of a lion and gets it back out to Sharvit. Yeah, it's a 3. Short. This time it's Safra who's grabbing it with 2 hands, ensuring that DRS will have possession.
Very fortunate for the Wildcats. Too many offensive rebounds given up. 3 shot attempts on one possession, way too many as Safra gets the friendly bounce, and only a 12-point lead right now for Fuchs. So DRS doing an excellent job of taking this game possession by possession, and another turnover forced.
This time it's Millstone. Uses his right hand on his left side. It'll count for 2, 10-point game. This is quite a crazy turnaround by this Wildcats team. Looked dead in the water in that first half. But a little bit of a defensive adjustment has them right back in this thing. As it's Blau, crosses, gets inside, and is fouled. 2 shots coming. Solomon.
Blau showing a little bit of sportsmanship, helping Solomon off the ground. But a good take right there from Blau. And Coach Katz of the Mayhem at halftime said he wants to come out in the second half as if it's a 0-0 ball game. Almost looks like they've done the complete opposite. Had a comfortable lead to start this half, but DRS really chipping away at that deficit. Was down 21 at a point. Now only down 12. Can cut it to 10 or 9 here on this possession.
Olsen pumped from what was Jimmer range. Fuchs did not bite. Now we'll try a deep 3. Short. Blau with the rebound. And Blau throws it away. Another turnover by Fuchs. And it was never a question of whether DRS was going to get going because they shot so poorly that first half. They had to at least shoot a little bit better. But this defensive effort by the Wildcats is what's really pushing this game and bringing them back.
Indeed, and the Wildcats, normally known for their defense, has been night and day this first and second half, getting a lot more stops here. But a lot of careless turnovers from the Mayhem as well.
Safra. Olsen swings to Millstone. Isaac Solomon, he loves that mid-range around the free throw line extended jump shot.
Yep, that's his shot. Was his shot last year. We know he's dangerous from there, and another forced turnover for DRS, and another turnover goes back to the Mayhem, and another turnover.
No one wants the ball right now. Finally, it's Safra for DRS. Looking to make it single digits. Good defense by Sharvit, altering the shot of Solomon. And it's Blau. Joel telling his team to calm down. Jacobs. Brennis open. That's a three. Big time shot by Steven Brennis. Lead back up to 13.
And a huge shot right there. This Mayhem crowd with a sigh of relief as he knocked down that three ball.
Timeout DRS. We're going to go to a quick commercial break. Things heating up here in the Maxton Athletic Center. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back into the Maxton Athletic Center. Fuchs Mizrachi Mayhem leading the DRS Wildcats by a score of 43-30 with a Tier 2 championship on the line. Of course, coming up next, we have the Tier 1 championship between Valley Torah and SAR. You're not going to want to miss that. Valley Torah looking to repeat as champions. But still much to figure out here as Olsen stays in the air for a while. Safra's got the offensive rebound but misses the bunny. And Eitan Joel grabs the rebound. So opportunity missed by the Wildcats.
Yeah, Safra unhappy with himself after that missed layup attempt. Thought there was a defender breathing down his back. Ended up being no one contesting the shot, so he wants that one back for sure.
Blau doubled in the corner, gets it out to Brennis. Sharvit uses his pivot foot. 5 on the shot clock. It's Blau. That's a tough fadeaway jumper, short. Good defensive stop for DRS, and back comes Safra. Half a second differential between shot and game clock. They could really hold for one. And it looks like they'll do just that. Nope, it doesn't look like they'll do just that. Coach Stein instructing DRS to get going. Olsen. Nice pass to Bookbinder down low. Leaves that short, 3 seconds left. Jacobs a heave. No good, fourth quarter action coming up next. 13-point game. Tier 2 championship on the line. Don't go anywhere.
What does it mean to be yourself? It's being bold.
Throws the alley-oop for Terrell! Oh my goodness!
It's having heart.
I know that I have a responsibility and a platform to shed light on the Jewish community as a whole.
This is the professional debut for Ryan Terrell. He's trying to be the first ever Orthodox Jew to play in the NBA.
But most of all, it's being proud and wearing it. Clipped helped Ryan's fans show their pride. Let us help you spread the pride at your school with your own hassle-free merch shop. Contact Clip today for your free consultation.
Never be afraid to be who you are.
8 minutes left in the Tier 2 championship game. So much on the line. What are these coaches telling their teams in these huddles?
Yep, the Wildcat coach, Coach Stein, definitely telling his team to continue to ramp up the defensive intensity. Done a great job in that third quarter, really shifting the tides from that first half when Fuchs had a massive 21-point lead going into halftime. I'm sure the coach of the Mayhem, Coach Katz, telling them as well to settle down a little bit. Not allow this pressure of the Wildcats to continue to force any more turnovers.
Safra, tough shot, no good. Olsen grabs the offensive board to Solomon. He'll get fouled. So it looked like Solomon may have had the open three, but decided to put his head down and drew the foul.
Yeah, not the best three-point shooter for the Wildcats. We know how dangerous she is in the mid-range area. Shows that he can take it to the rack as well, getting to the line for two. Trying to cut this deficit to 11 points right here. So 7:38 remaining in this fourth quarter. A lot of time for DRS to chip away at this deficit.
Both free throws go.
And they'll be in an extended 1-3-1. This is the defense that forced a lot of turnovers to open the half. And Fuchs showing no problems here breaking it.
Wow, beautiful pass down low. Jacobs now. Sharvit to Joel. He'll try a three, way short. Bookbinder grabs his 5th rebound of the game. 7 minutes to go in this Tier 2 championship game. Solomon lost it. Here comes Blau, up to Jacobs. Layup is good. Now I saw Jacobs, I'm pretty sure, throw it down also in warm-ups. So they got a couple guys on this team who, if given the correct opportunity, can bring the power.
Yeah, it would have been nice to see a second dunk in this game. Don't want to be greedy. Very rare that you even see one in a game. But a 13-point lead for Fuchs. And DRS hesitant on the outside right now, not getting anything going, as a fancy pass from Solomon to Safra.
Safra knocks down the mid-range jumper. That's 11 for Safra. He's led the scoring for this DRS attack. Blau rises, fouled, rolls around the rim and out. 2 shots coming. He has a chance for his 19th and 20th this game. Also 3 rebounds shy of a double-double.
And a great pass right there from Brennis. Was trapped in the corner, the little man. Not sure how he was able to see the cutting Blau over those 2 taller Wildcats defenders. He was able to find him nonetheless. And Blau knocking down the first of his 2 free throws.
And the second as well. Lead back up to 13. Coach Stein telling his Wildcats to get going. Olsen loves that pump. Safra. Millstone a corner 3, way too strong. Solomon with the board, rejected by Sharvit. Here comes Blau. Bounces it inside to Brennis. He throws it up and in. Nice catch and put in.
And the length of these interior Mayhem defenders working in their favor here, blocking Solomon's putback attempts.
3's no good. It's Blau. Ooh, dirty crossover. Hops his way inside, off glass. Ephraim Blau, he's got 22.
and he's been able to get whatever he wants the entire day. Completely unaffected by this defense.
Safra no good on the three. Fans getting a little into it. So much riding on this game, obviously. Would be the first Tier 2 championship for Fuchs, as that's a turnover. And here comes Safra. Corner, Olsen, he's open. Lines it up and puts it in. 51-37, halfway through this fourth quarter. Jacobs steps in, can't get what ended up being a wild mid-range jump shot to go.
Yeah, creative footwork right there. Maybe could have got called for the travel. Wasn't able to get it to go anyway. The DRS is going to have to get something going on offense right now if they want to come back and win this game.
Another block by Sharvit. That's 2 in the quarter.
And Safra came up hobbling right there. Hopefully he's okay.
Olsen and Safra, the 2 players for this DRS Wildcat team, who are really good at shooting the ball from outside. Olsen hit a 3 possession ago. See if that gets him going. Mid-range, short. Rebound grabbed by Jacobs. Jacobs already got himself a double-double. He's having himself a big game. That was his 12th board of the game.
Yeah, great job securing the contested defensive rebound right there for the Mayhem.
Tried to use the backboard a little strong. Gets his own board. Throws it back up, no good. A tip, no good. Finally, it's Safra for the Wildcats. Up to Solomon. Blau back on him. Oh, a tough attempt by Solomon. Had Bookbinder on the dish, decided to go at it himself. Couldn't get the layup to go.
Yeah, and Coach Katz from the Mayhem telling his team to slow down. Up 14 points with just 2:40 remaining. Not trying to force anything on any of these possessions.
Layup was no good. Great hustle by Joel to poke it out. It'll stay with DRS. 2:31 to go. Timeout called by the Wildcats. We're going to go to a quick commercial break. Tier 2 championship on the line. Don't go anywhere.
For Kennedy, but take it back by Langford. Give it to Terrell. Terrell! That's Ryan Terrell, 2 more!
We would like to thank Chopsticks for being a proud Max Live sponsor. For the best Chinese food in Teaneck, you've got to go to Chopsticks. Head to chopsticksusa.com to order online. The link is in the description of this video. Also, once the game is over, stay tuned for the YU Pathways post-game show. You're not going to want to miss that. And of course, after that is over, we got the Tier 1 championship. So a lot still slated for today, and it's all on Max Live.
Yep, and Safra with 11, 6, and 7 in this game. So maybe if it were 10-minute quarters, could have been flirting with a triple-double. And Jacobs for the Mayhem as well with 13. Oh, Safra with a nice baseline shot right there. Great job coming out of the timeout. But Jacobs with 13 points, 15 rebounds, and 4 assists. So great all-around performances by both of these teams.
Wow. Reverse style, no good. It was a beautiful pass from Sharvit. Just couldn't finish it. Solomon. Olsen, that's a big triple. Leaves it short. Jacobs, another rebound. And Fuchs just looking to take some time off the clock. DRS aggressively attempting to trap.
Good active hands right there.
Foul is called. We'll send Eitan Joel to the line, and this Fuchs team can taste that Tier 2 championship.
Yep. 12-point lead. Looking to extend it to 13 or 14 right here. Just 1:46 remaining. Going to be a tall task for DRS to come back in this one.
Free throw is good, and this Fuchs team, their first game of the tournament was against North Shore. They came up a little short. We're leading, though, in the fourth quarter, and again, that's a North Shore team that won the Yeshiva League championship.
Indeed. And I definitely think had they won that game, could have made some noise in Tier 1, would have played Eula on Friday, a game they definitely, I think, would have had a chance in. So, came up short by a few points to North Shore, changed their entire tournament, but thankfully have responded very well, taking games in this Tier 2 tournament and looking like they're going to go on to win this Tier 2 championship.
They romped TABC with an insane third quarter, and we saw what they're capable of in the first half, just putting it to DRS. And DRS, although they've played well and hard in the second half, just it doesn't seem like enough. As it's Joel, Sharvit, Jacobs, no good. Offensive rebound, Blau, back up, another rebound, no good on the lay. Safra finally's got it. We're under a minute left. DRS is gonna need a miracle. They're gonna have to start putting up threes, and that's not gonna do it. Turnover there.
Yep, and this game is all but over. At this point, 10 rebounds for Blau. We were just told by our stat keepers, you can see the Tier 2 trophy being walked to half court right now. And Safra hobbling over to the bench. Hopefully he's okay. He's gotten beaten up this game. The motor on this kid just doesn't stop. Hustling the entire way, not giving up, despite being down 14 points with only 48 remaining. But if we had to do a little bit of alternate history, you wonder, had Fuchs known that they would be going on to win this Tier 2 championship, would they have preferred to have gone into Tier 1 and maybe came up with a third or fourth place finish? You just have to wonder which is a more prestigious or fulfilling achievement, winning the Tier 2 championship or coming in third or fourth place in Tier 1.
It's an interesting point. That game against North Shore, first or second game of the tournament, was such a hard-fought game. I don't think North Shore expected it. This Fuchs team, they performed well all tournament. They've proved that they belong. And they're going to go home with some silverware for their trophy case.
Yep, and I mention it just to point out that maybe that first game against North Shore, coming up a little bit short, could be a blessing in disguise, as it set them up to go on to win this Tier 2 championship. So the Wildcats will sit back on defense.
And this is going to do it. Fuchs Mizrachi Mayhem, your Tier 2 champions. We're going to go to a quick commercial break and be back with the YU Pathways postgame show. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Maxton Athletic Center. This is the YU Pathways Program post-game show. Start your future career sooner and save time and money with one of our YU Pathways programs, earning credits towards or applying for a graduate degree as early as junior year. Visit yu.edu/pathways for more information. Fuchs Mizrachi came out on top today, winning themselves their first ever Tier 2 championship, and we're going to send it down to Vered Kaplan, standing with some of the Fuchs Mizrachi players. Vered?
Thank you so much, Charlie. Boys, you finally did it. You got yourselves the Tier 2 championship. First off, how does it feel?
Amazing. I mean, it's our first one in our school's history. I feel like all the guys on our team knew that we had to bring at least one banner home this year, so we're really happy to get this win.
Yeah, I mean, we've worked towards this all season long, all the long hours of practice, late at night, early mornings, you know. We did it all led up to this, so it's just great to see it all pay off.
Amazing. What does it mean, though? As you just said, it's your first championship ever. Just how does it feel to finally win, you know, something big, especially from a big tournament where 24 teams, schools and their teams are all coming together here to play? What is that like to win a big game?
I mean, it's special. I mean, every single team here, as like they've talked about so many times, there's so many amazing teams out here, especially like DRS. These teams are so great, so obviously every game you're going to play is going to be tough. So the fact that we were able to pull through and have our first win as a school, it's like, it's unreal. Like, it's amazing feeling.
It means a lot coming into this season. We had high expectations for ourselves, worked all year long for this, and I mean, a lot of people want us to go see Tier 1. It was a tough first loss, but, you know, coming back, basically tearing through Tier 2 was just a fun time.
But also, just what worked this game to get you guys the win? What let you guys propel ahead? What caused DRS to stay behind? You know, like what pushed you forward? What gave you guys that good lead?
There were two things. One was just all the work that we've done in the past to get to this point. I think that was all the motivation we needed to win. And two was YTK back at home. We did this for them. This is for our school. Shout out to YTK.
I mean, they said it all. Like, great win. Like, all season long, we've been hoping for Tier 1 championship. Once, again, we lost the first game. We kept pushing. We didn't just give up and lose hope. Like, we pushed harder and, you know, won Tier 2.
Got it. Well, you guys are Tier 2 championships. Thank you guys so much. Good night.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Great production team. Thank you to everyone who's watching. This has been amazing.
We love the Doug, but go celebrate, boys. That was the Tier 2 championship. Hope you guys all enjoyed, and we'll see you shortly now for the Tier 1 championship. Who's it going to be, SAR or Valley Tura? Stay tuned to find out. Back to you guys in the booth, and thank you very much.
Thank you, Vered. Thank you to all the players there for Fuchs Mizrachi. Congratulations to Fuchs Mizrachi on winning that Tier 2 championship. Coming up next, we got Valley Tura versus SAR in the Tier 1 championship. You're not going to want to miss it. For everyone here at Max Live, I'm Charlie Bentheim signing off for this game. Have a good one.